Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Black 20. Ric Flair.
Here's Goff. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. 3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12.
Super 1. 12. Time up. Hey, wahoo!
From the gun, here's Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. Last year for Everett, just 33 catches, 2 touchdowns, but he really has a chance to cement himself as a top tight end in this offense. People around the organization said he had a really good offseason, and he's ready to make that next step. Goff now looks to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Right there. 54 Mike. No chance.
Just beating the play clock is gone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Goff. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. 31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 13. Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Touch 50, touch 50.
On first down, Wilson. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on first down.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Play action, now Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Wilson now, throwing again. He will find the rookie from Ole Miss. That's DK Metcalf. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 38-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
One of the surprises of the first round, the Seattle Seahawks selected running back Rashad Penny out of San Diego State. Highly regarded, but most people thought he would go in the second round.
But he did have an incredible senior year at San Diego State. Over 2,200 yards, 23 touchdowns.
He resembles Marshawn Lynch in build, but has the ability to take it the distance as well. Had 7 kick returns during his career at San Diego State for touchdowns.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
12.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Rashad Penny. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
Second and 5 at the Rams' 13-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
14, run it. 95, Mike, watch 95. Let's get it.
Here's Wilson. That is caught with the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Goff. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside. Make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
I'm trying to collect. Shit, watch the shit. 36, 36. Shit. Deuce.
Now Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Right 20.
Six guys. Check. Lucky. Big ass. Check.
They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. Now he'll escape to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Kill. What's up?
56, the mark, boy. 56. Check 56.
Greystone, Travis.
You're not ready. Under 10. Watch twist.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
You ain't doing nothing with that. Hatch it.
A shotgun snap for gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Tiger.
From the red zone now, gone. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Check three.
Hey, kill.
56. Mike's 56.
6-6. Pull it high.
Shift.
Super one.
He's coming.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Rush in. 61. Matchbox lights. 17.
Check. Watch 54. So we got man.
Ric Flair.
Kill.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's it, baby. Check.
DC.
Kill.
Chopper. Hardball.
Mike's 54.
What?
Check. Mike's 5-4.
What?
Third and long. It's gone. And that is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So on fourth down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. Zuerlein, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Sorry.
They didn't want to hear that at all. But this guy deserves his nicknames. Greg the Leg, Legatron, because the ball goes through the post at a heavy rate, 87% in 2018.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
36 power.
Now Wilson. That'll be caught by the rookie. It's Gary Jennings Jr. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now Wilson on first down. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
Let's go, let's bring it.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards, the final tally. Penny, a first down carry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, alert.
2nd and 5 now. Wilson to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
All day, baby, all day. Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. On the ball. 54.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He may try and run for this. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. It's caught left side by Cooks. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Full go. 180.
Coming this way. Here we go. SOS. Check. Watch out. He's crashing. He's
Charlie, 64, weak.
13. Check 13. Watch the eye.
Value 3.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Hold on. Check.
Your track.
Too low.
25. Check 25.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Goff. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now.
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
They come out here in the eye. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this foot. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Jared Goff with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
95, Mike. Watch 95. Took right. 95 is a Sandy. No, check. He's Mike. 95.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Wide open receiver, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Pull it together. 58 for Mike. 58 for Mike. Check curls. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Stop your whining.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
Check.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
I got you. And 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Here we go. 58 is the Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
4th down, and out is the All-Pro punter from a year ago, Michael Dixon, to punt for Seattle, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Cal. Switch. Cut.
Mike spot 4. Let's go.
Here's Goff. Airing it out deep for Woods. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8.
14.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. 11 yards there, first down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
Keep playing hard.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
From the gun, a give to Penny. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now it's Penny running right. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness.
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Rashad Penny, his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, lift. X3, 218, chopper. Watch the fly.
On the draw, Goff gives to Gurley. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you.
Brandon Cooks, touchdown LA! Brandon Cooks, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Wilson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. David Moore, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Get in the weight room.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
It's our time.
They'll run with Penny. And some room to run now. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Choose the mic.
Check, off. Check, 52.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Right side complete. That's Woods. And the ball is knocked out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. So many questions about Todd Gurley in the offseason. How good is the knee? I mean, remember, he had a heavy workload the last couple years, nearly 4,000 yards from scrimmage, 40 total touchdowns, but just 4 carries in the NFC Championship game, 10 in the Super Bowl. So we'll see what kind of usage he gets this season. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and it's 3rd and short.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Kill.
Out of the gun. Gone. And that will be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Wilson being chased out left. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing is Wilson. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play.
16.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
I'll go special. I'll go special. No test. No test. 52, Mike.
Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not... mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Let's go, D.
Goff on 3rd down. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Mike 54.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Check 24. Check 24.
Undercross. Hey, shell.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping is big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long.
Hold on. Check.
From the gun, here's Goff. Going up top for Kupp. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, exit.
Check.
The Rams going for it on 4th. Goff. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Check safety.
Good job right there. Alert.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. 54. Watch 54. Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on. Mike's 54.
On 1st down, Wilson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Nickel Roby-Coleman. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
1st down.
Mike 20. 5.
A shotgun snap for Goff. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Whirling.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
Goff now looks to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Watch the whip. Check 31. Check 31.
Hey, 76. 76. 76. What's that?
Here we go on fourth. Goff. This will be caught inside the 10. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, right there. Hey, man.
Wilson to throw again. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Nickel Roby-Coleman, a sack off the corner. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's third and long here. They'll run with Penny here out of the shotgun. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. This is fielded at the 27. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Yo, slam. Check 9.
Shell.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. You can't block me.
Shell, you won.
Flare. Check it back.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Goes tonight. 2 for 66.
Goff on first down. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Goff now to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Gone. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
In your face. Mike's 54.
Mavericks, Mavericks.
Here we go, here we go. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Cordell.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trey Flowers picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Over the middle, complete. That's Gray. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Slow down. Heel up.
Watch the safety creep.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll try the right side here with Penny. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Throwing right, and that's complete. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They go play action with Wilson. He's going to float this one deep right side. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 9.
Check 43.
One left. I'll go special. One left.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Play action. It's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He can run for it, and he will. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Seahawks, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for L.A., they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.